an amazing performance by our guest band this morning. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the biggest show ever, Arts Club, where we inhale the possibility and exhale the creativity. I am your host, Jeremiah Njalali.
And Caroline Motheu.
Remember also to follow us on our social media platforms. That is Heaven Bound TV on Facebook, Heaven Bound TV on Twitter, and then Heaven Bound TV on Instagram. So, my guys, karibuni sana. Maze, that was an amazing performance. Maybe to start us off, you tell us your name, what you do, and what is your part that you're playing in this band.
Hi, inaitwa Devi. I'm very grateful by the to be here. This is a very nice environment. Nakushukuru sana pia kwa kutu invite. It's been amazing. Yes, my name is David. I play the lead guitar. That's the part I play.
Nice. Next.
Hi everyone. I am George. I play the piano or the keyboard part in this band. Again, echoing the same, I'm very grateful to be here. It's a good platform to grow and to share our talents with the world. Thank you.
Hello guys, my name is Andrew. I'm so happy to be here. I am the drummer of the band.
Hi guys, my name is Victor. I am the bass player.
Karibuni sana maze.
Asante.
Jisikie mkiwa huru kabisa. Si ndio?
So when did this band start? Mulianza aje?
The band, our name is Take 5. So from the name, we began when we were 5 of us. But one of us couldn't be here. He dropped off. He was engaged in some other activity, so he couldn't make it. But the band started at around the end of February, beginning of March. It began with a concert by a band that is our friend called The Plug. So they had a concert called the Emmanuel Concert, Emmanuel God With Us. And so they needed a curtain raising band. So they, because we are friends, they came and told us, you know what, guys, why don't you come up with a set list and then you will curtain raise for us during this concert. So we called each other. I know Andrew knows George knows Davy, just like that. And then when we met, we actually realized that we know each other. We have seen each other, we have played with each other a while. So during rehearsals, we found that we were able to blend. That when you play and then you resonate with another instrumentalist playing a different instrument, but then I don't know, it's a feeling. You just feel like you're comfortable playing with each other. We are friends already. So we decided, what, after the concert, we decided, what, let's start a band and let's continue making music together. Yeah. So the end of February, beginning of March. Yeah.
That's amazing.
So bands in Zaina Mob, kuna wale wanacheza maybe acoustics to hivo, then kuna wale wanaimba. Why did you decide you brand yourself with maybe just playing the instruments, that is the acoustic part? Yeah. And when did this start? Like exact, maybe you can tell us, maybe ni January, you are 3 months old, or maybe 2 years. Naweza tuambia kitu kayo.
Okay. Yes. We, as Victor said, we began in January, so it's just been about 8 months or so in this journey, in this musical journey of ours. And we had planned to cover a lot more by this time, but owing to the fact of everything that's going on in the country now and in the whole world in general, we were restrained in doing a couple of things that we plan to do. But we are now slowly and steady opening up, getting back together, and we're good. We're happy as well to have begun with. Well, this is the first gig that we've attended since the lockdown came to be. We're happy that we're able to begin with on such a high note, and we also pray and plan to continue the same way. Thank you.
Okay, and as you've said, Majuta Take 5 band, right? Mulikama paje na hiyo jina. How did you come up with that name?
Okay, so initially, as Victor said, we were 5 people, including one who plays saxophone, but due to some commitments, he couldn't make it. So the original number was 5, and that's why we decided the name. But before we had other names, but the name Take 5, we saw it was good. And owing to the fact that we love the song Take 5, it's a jazz piece that we usually play a lot. Yeah.
It's a really interesting piece of music, that Take 5. So I think that's where really it came from, because we all love that song. So we were like, guys, see tujita Take 5, and then yeah, we were like, let's do it. Yeah.
Take 5 uliamua tu kuomoka na hiyo. Hiyo ndio imeweza, si ndio? Anyway, so na believe kwamba kila msee ako na history, yeah? History cause definitely hamkuamka tu mkaanza kucheza guitar, msee wa bass, Vicky hapa. Huko amka tu Georgino aanze tu keys. Najua kwamba kuna time ulianza hii stuff, so maybe as an individual, so hiyo ita move around, kila msee as an individual unaweza sema hii journey yako ilianza lini?
Nimecheza for actually 3 years and a few months. I was speaking as a sabu corona, but yeah, 3 years na miezi kadhaa. That's what I've been doing. 2017 but tumemada form 4 nini kila kitu. I joined a church. I was in UN. I studied in UN, and I joined church inaitwa Sitam Valley Road. Iko tu hapo juu ya shule, so nilikuwa tu natembea kaona hii kanisa iko fiti, wacha tuingie. And I used to be interested in music in high school. Nilikuanga msee wa music festivals, niliendanga zote tangu form 1. Form 1 niliingianga tu hivi kama nimeingia ndani funky direct. So like with that interest and everything, nikaona okay, maybe I can start doing pianos and stuff, because like even in the music fest I used to play the keyboard kidogo, na ile hata sikuwa najua anacheza tu, nimekram memory fulani skatune kafiti kamoja, maybe ingine ya guitar, and I don't even know what I'm doing, but sasa ni ile tu ya kujibamba na kuimpress tu watu. Crowds zinakufuata uko like yeah, mimi ndio wewe MC, lakini ndani hakuna content, hakuna. So hivyo ndio ilikuwa. But now 2017 I joined the church, na nilikuwa nataka kuimba because like nilikuwa choir 4 years, so nataka kuimba tena. Nilikuwa tu najua kuimba bass, lakini hako ana msee wa bass walikuwa tu wanataka masoprano kama tena. Ndio hapo hivyo titano tena. Sasa niko hivyo. Sasa nilikuwa ninasikia sijui aje. Ambia niimbe tena na azi. It was kind of a tricky nini for me. But yeah, I started off as a vocalist, then I nikapata skill kidogo, then nikakuwa interested na keys, and I started playing kidogo with the little knowledge that I had. Nikaanza kucheza keys, nikaanza kucheza, and then guitar pia ikakuwa interest. It's a long journey. But yeah, eventually nilifika kwa lead guitar, and so now in the end of 2017 ndo nikaanza kucheza lead. Nimekuwa nacheza for like 2 years or so.
Na Georgie?
My musical journey, first I could attribute it to my family. They took me to a music school when I was very young, but actually nilianza by playing the drums. I'm also a drummer. and I played drums for a couple of years until when I joined high school, and that's when I actually started playing piano and playing keyboard. So I speak a lot on my keyboard side more than others. And so in school, in high school, I was trained sana curriculum music ya Kenya. So you do a lot of classical pieces, you do a lot of African music, and so all those are two little factors that could attribute to my general growth as a musician. And so nikacheza that brings my journey to about 6 years now, 6.5 since I began playing keyboard, which I play today. And my musical journey endelea, of course, just continuing to grow. Of course, pia siwezi acha the other instruments, and now also slightly indulging into production hapa na pale. Yes. So that is my journey until this moment.
Okay. Drummist. Tuko kwako msee. Hizo ndokea hiyo.
Hey, people out there need drama, see drummist.
Sio drummist.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a drama. So for me, I'd say that I'm usually passionate about music. And before I even played the instrument, I was a dancer in church. So, yeah. Instruments came, so I switched. But back at home, also my brothers were dancers. So we didn't have a background on musical instruments. But one thing I'd say is that back when I was in primary, at around class 7, the church I was attending, they bought instruments. And so it was a new thing. And my eldest brother, started playing the instrument, and I got the interest, because mostly una look up to your brothers and your big siblings, and that is where I got the interest. And another time is when I went to boarding also in class 8, and the church we used to go, I could see the drama, and I was so inspired. So at home when I went back, I'd play on spoons and tables. My mama would complain all the time, but through that I got the interest. I learned a few grooves, and from then on I went to high school. High school we had a band. We were with this guy. So we had a band. Okay. Brookhouse. Tulikuwa Brookhouse.
Msee. Sawa.
Brookhouse ya Isili. Kenyan Brookhouse.
Okay, sawa.
Brookhouse. So there I joined the band. I was initially a dancer, but owing to the fact that I had started drumming, I joined the band, and from then on I became a leader. I grew in the band. We had a drum set. I played in the CU, and so far. And also in high school, I saw a guitar. There were some guitars that were brought at school. I could see people learning, because I believed the guitar was hard. But after I saw people who never used to play music pick up the guitar and learn very fast, so I saw I could try, and once I tried, I was able to play. So I can also play the guitar and a few other instruments. Yeah.
Fiti.
Yeah. Vicky. Musical journey. I wouldn't say mine is a journey. Yangu tu ni kukitumwa kwenda kununua mkate hapa chini alafu rudi. But well, it's an errand. But kutoka kitambo nimekuwa tu interested in music a lot. I was first captivated by good vocalists, people who really know how to sing, who sing really well. So kutoka kitambo, watching cartoons and then seeing those characters sing and then sing along, and so kutoka tu kitambo I had the interest, but so I started singing. Singing along as I grew up. I continued singing, music festivals. Unfortunately, our school wasn't that into extracurricular activities, but luckily, when I was in Form 3, Form 4, we went to the music festivals. So that started shaping my musical journey. I knew now there are 3 voices. They're singing different things, but then when they come together, they blend. They sound so nice. Actually, there were 5 voices, sorry. So after high school, I sang. I started singing. I was a tenor voice. I am still a tenor voice. But I changed the team. So I nearly changed team. Nikatoka from being the one singing to the one playing. So later on, in 2018, the end of it reminds me, in 2015, a very good friend of mine, a very good guitarist, a very good bass player called Mark Oihura, he taught me how to play guitar. But then it was only nile tu unataka kucheza guitar so that you know that one good song, so that unaenda unashine nayo. Yani ikifika time ya wase wako talented, unasema guys, here I come, watch this space. So I actually learned like 3 songs, and then I kind of quit. But then later on, when I finished Form 4, I got challenged by the same friend of mine called Mark to continue. So I started playing for church. So I started playing for our church. But then one day he was not available, so he told me nimshikie. I play on his behalf. He wasn't anywhere available, so I just play the bass for him. I had been thinking about bass, the way, and then he's a good player. So a good player attracts anything good attracts people. So I was like, that guy really plays that guitar well. So he told me to pick just to play Nimshikie. So I played it, and then I was like, why am I not able to play like him? Why? So it really, I just. First, when I picked that bass up and then I played those notes, I just, the way you feel like you're at home, like, this is it, this is the one. That was the feeling. On top, it was just, there was the fear, there was the shame that maybe nitachoma, I won't play the right notes. But then above it was the thrill of playing this bass, this guitar. It was just so interesting to me. So I started practicing. That was 2018 October, the end of October. The last Sunday of October was the first time I played a bass guitar on stage. From there, it's been a really interesting journey, and I really thank my parents. For supporting me by helping me buy the guitar that I have, the guitars that I have, and also my mentor, Mark. Yeah.
Wow, indeed, that was amazing. Remember, guys, we are having Tech 5 with us in the studio, and I know their fingers are itching for the strings and even for the keys. Don't go anywhere. As we come back, they'll give us a number. This is Arts Club Show.
back to those that are joining us for the first time. This is Arts Club Show, and we're privileged to host a musical band wanajita Take 5. And remember to follow us on our social media platforms: Instagram, Heavenbound TV, Twitter, Heavenbound TV, and Facebook, Heavenbound TV. Karibuni tena. So the Take 5 band, can you tell us some of the challenges that you have faced so far?
Yes. We've definitely had challenges for a band that is starting like us, and or a band that is pretty much new. Yeah, and so I think one of our greatest challenges would have to be location, a place where we meet and practice. For us, at least, we are all churchgoers, and we meet at church to practice and improve and all those things that we need to do when we come together. And so at least that is one location that we have. For people who need an actual venue, that would cost you, first of all, money, to get to that location, to pay for that location, to practice. And so, location is pretty much a big challenge. So yes, I will speak on location.
In relation to location, to the venue. In relation to that, acha niseme also time. Yeah, I think pia zile when everybody has their own plans. Okay, maybe kuna watu hawana, but kuna those who have plans. Siwezi laumu watu kukosa form sahihi. But yeah, for those who have plans, I think even just getting a time where everybody is free, that's going to be a challenge. Ndo tuende kwa hiyo venue. It's been a thing, and I think it kind of grows with time. I think like tutakuwa like sensitive to each other's particular schedules, tutakuwa tunajuana vizuri. So I'm really thinking it will be okay as we move forward. Another thing also will be, I mean, kama nitaongelea pia na on behalf of this man over here, some of us wenye hatuna instruments nyumbani, or who don't have personal instruments, sometimes unaweza fika mahali, maybe the venue that you're in doesn't have your instruments, or it's not that good, or it's not up to maybe standard, something of the sort, and you have to kind of look around and everything. Also, another problem with that is practice-wise. I think it takes also some, you need to be more, it needs more effort to actually have to practice with that. Kufunga.
In relation to what you said, I will say that the music is expensive. Music is really expensive. When you think about the instruments that we see, the guitars that we play, the pedals that we use for the effects, the keyboards that that have the quality sound that you really want. It is really expensive. So that for anyone to come up with a sound and have a signature sound and really sound really nice, it takes a heavy investment, which really usually we don't really get back, because you have taken a heavy investment in terms of money in buying, for example, a kit. And a drum kit is 130 to 150,000. That is a simple piece. A keyboard is about 75 to 100,000. I will not even start to talk about the expense that comes with cables, with the guitar pedals, the equalizers, the guitar itself.
Sure.
But then then that aside, we have invested a lot of time in practice, because it's not the instrument won't play itself. We have to play it. We have to really plan. We have to meet. We have to sacrifice time so that we can put ourselves in a schedule where we are all, we are all in this. So that even the time that is put in the practice and everything, it ends up being really expensive. And then when you go play, and then someone tells you, thank you for coming, we'll see you soon. It's it's difficult. So you end up finding that we cannot really afford all these things. So a majority of musicians quit and go do other things. And I think that is attributed to the mindset that we have in Kenya, that really that music is not a career, that music is a hobby, that you will do it and then now you go do your job. But then there are people who live on music, and it will help to become more accommodative to musicians, to music as a career rather than just as a hobby, something to do for fun, because it really takes a lot of time to perfect an art. Yeah.
Wow. Okay, I know there are some well wishers who are watching right now. Unaweza amua tu Mungu akuguze, stretch your hand. Na najua kwamba mazee God atakubless sana ukifanya hivyo. Kuna mambo ya venue, kuna mambo ya instruments, mazee unaweza fanya hivyo na itakuwa ni baraka sana. So back to you guys. There's one young man or maybe 2 or 3 wenye wanatuwatch hapo nje na wamewaona hapa ndani mazee, na wana feel they cannot make it. Unaona wamekuwa yani ile, yes niko na hii gift, yes niko na hii talent, I can play that guitar, I can maybe be on the keys hapo nicheze keyboard kiasi, but hawajui venye wanaanza, you see. Unaona, so what is your advice kwa mse kama huyo? I don't know which camera. Pale. So that camera number 1, you use it to advise that young man or that young lady mwenye ako nyumbani.
What I'd say is that what you do is start where you are, start with what you have. Doesn't matter. Most of us here ni wa YouTube Academy, so there's a lot of resources in the internet, so there's no excuse of how you're playing. You really don't have an excuse. There's free Wi-Fi, hawezi kosa bundles. So long as you have the drive, so long as you have the passion, boss, lazima uta make it. So jitume, look for resources, practice, and most of all put God first, na kieka God mbele kila kitu itakuwa poa.
I also I feel that a lot of starting musicians really don't believe in themselves. They just actually not they. I'm just talking. Let me talk from where I have been. Ujiamini. So my advice for anyone who is starting, the way we have hata si tumeanza tu, we have started 6-8 months ago. We are just new, but believe in yourself. Jiaminie. The little that you know is more than what someone else knows, but then it's also less than what someone else knows. So there's always that part where you view the ones who are lower than you as people you can mentor, but then you also view the people who are higher than you not from a place where that is too hard, I can't do it, but unaangalia sako juu yako with the hope that it's possible for someone to reach this level, I can also reach that level. So jiaminie bwana, you are better than you think, by the way. Yeah. Tizi muhimu hiyo hatuwezi hepa hiyo, if kama utatizi it's time, it's a lot of time. Let me tell you, just playing a minute of music is equals to it's hours of work put into 1 minute, and then there are people who play for 3 hours, so you can imagine. And then there's also the quote that I don't know if it's a quote or it's a what, that it takes 10,000 hours to be a master of anything. So if you don't start now, utafika 10,000 hours aje. And I think I calculated it at some time, and it's almost equals to 8 to 10 years of constant practice. Yani umepractice asubuhi, yani ulali au kuli au break. 10,000 hours is 10 years. Is 10 years hivi tu ukicheza tu straight. So just start now. There's no better time to start.
You have something to say?
Like, don't give up. I remember sometimes maybe kama as a drummer, the first time someone nacheza drums, naenda kwa service, na kuna drummer amefunga kwa hapo kando yangu nini. Amefunga na mimi ndo nafaa kucheza hiyo wimbo. Anacheza hiyo. Alafu it was my first time kwa drums kabisa completely. Ndio amefunga ameketi tu huko hivyo tu amerelax, ana text hapa anacheza nini. Ninachoma. Unapata nilichoma vibaya sana. Buda wewe ishia boom say kuja ucheze so kuna utapata those kinds of things sometimes it gets tough. It gets tough and you need to be tougher, and that toughness I think you just kind of need to encourage yourself and begin with the end in mind. I think it's a quote from one of the some good writer, and it was Steve Covey. Begin with the end in mind, and knowing that you want to get this particular goal, I think it will give you a lot of encouragement. And practice. There will always be somebody better than you in music. There will be somebody worse. Endelea tu practice. And music is it's infinite. Haiishi. Yani you can't reach a point where ati umemaliza. Mimi piano nimemaliza. Sasa ninataka kulala. There's always something to learn. Because it's a very nice thing. So encourage yourself to do these things. Mungu akuwe nanyi.
Okay, a question for you. Apart from churches, do you perform in any other events?
Just because we've started recently, so we haven't really played anywhere else apart from church. But we are in Ahapa. Yeah. So thank you Heaven Bound TV for this amazing platform. We thanks by the way. But we are available for hire. You can contact us at Take 5 on Instagram, Twitter, YouTube. You'll find us there. We have really amazing content. We actually we've started writing a couple of songs. We have the rough draft, but we will iko jikoni inapikika.
Kanaiva.
Yeah, so kanaiva, so kakiiva, it will surely drop. Yeah, it will be served. Itaserviwa moto. Yeah, get ready. Watch this space.
Wow.
Yeah, but we are available for hire, for weddings, and other events. If you just need good music, and really good music, we will deliver. Yeah.
Mesikia director wangu najua unapanga kaharusi. So on a light note. Naona amecheka. Sasa umesikia hiyo maneno, sawa wako hapo for hire. You can always contact them. Anyway, you guys are great. We've had an amazing time. Azena najua kwamba mko na song nyingine itakana mperform, si ndio? So guys, when you mesikia, you can reach them. Sijui mngetupatia at least contact, Kuna msee anaamini tu naweza kukutext, naweza kupigia simu, yeah? Umetupatia tu Instagram na kuna wase wale wase wa kidudu. Okay. Yeah. So maybe kama mko na contact, you can share your contact.
Our number is 0719 408 678. Hiyo is Mangi na pia ndio M-Pesa. So you can send sawa.
So you have a parting shot maybe before we wind up the show, Caro?
Okay, whatever desire, whatever kitu yenye each from inside, that's your talent, that's your gift. Just pray to God. Have your time. Take time for yourself. Ujidiscover vipoa nini hiyo unapenda sana kufanya. Yeah, that's all.
Wow. So venye tu Caroline amesema, we've reached the end of the show, but one thing I've learned from Proverbs, Proverbs 18, Bible inatuambia kwamba gift or a talent inakupatia a room to eat on high tables, yeah? So maze hiyo talent yenye unadharau unaikalia hivi hivi, make room that God has glorify, that you may serve the purpose. You never know who will come your way. So that is the end. We call it a wrap for today. Thanks Mazek for coming through for us. Take 5. God our bless. And I'm Shafa, by the way. I've been your host Jeremiah Njalali.
And your co-host Caroline Motheu.
Till next time, the same place,
Same time.
Bye bye.